welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Today, a battle out of the AFC. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And away we go in Cincinnati. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm won his 2nd Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Burrow from the gun. Catch made by Chase Brown. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. All twitched up. They were ready to get it on 3rd and inches, but now a much different situation awaiting them after that false start. It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the 5th-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
When you have a franchise quarterback, and Trevor is that guy in Jacksonville, you typically don't slump to bottom 5 in the draft, but that's where the Jags have found themselves. And that's why there's a new system, a new coach, and really a new lease on life for Trevor in what becomes a very big year in his career.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss, first play of the game.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They go right back to ETN. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That pass caught by Strange. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now Lawrence on the play fake. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Lawrence throwing here. The throw is caught. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Lawrence here running the sneak. And he's going to be touchdown at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're back for the start of the second quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6. Has it down close. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. ETN has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's 3rd and goal. They motion the slot man right. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. And that delay of game certainly ups the difficulty on this 3rd down. They need 7. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This from 30 yards out. Little knocks it through. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cincinnati headed back out for its 2nd drive now. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Burrow on the play action. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Burrow throwing here, 3rd and 2. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So as they face fourth down, on comes Ryan Rico to kick it. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Snap should come quicker here. It is 2nd and 10 after the penalty. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First call here coming from the shotgun. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Jaguars, well, they must be thinking pass here, huh? They're in the dime. 3rd down coming up. Burrow to the air now. This connects with Higgins. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. And it's the Bengals. Looking at 2nd and 3. Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Dumped off to his running back. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. That one gains 7. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To the air again, it's Burrow. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals get some late points and the lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals take a 4-point lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Completed left side to Thomas. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Lawrence. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And now they face 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll motion Brown right. Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Completed to his running back. This one doesn't get much, down to the 41. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throw on third down. Cut out left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Back to the air, Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. He'll try and run this. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this third quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Lawrence with it on first. Complete right side to Washington. And he's brought down at the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
What is this? Making us look bad.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now give this up the middle to ETN. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
All right, here we go. Second down. Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And what a big play that was on first down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. From the shotgun, Lawrence finds him over the middle. And after the penalty, they pick up 2, make it 2nd and 13. Offense to the line for second down. They send a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 13. That one's complete right side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun, ETN gets it. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Brown. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun on third down, it's Burrow. Got a man over the middle, it's Gesicki. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. From the 48. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's going to have about 2 with second down now. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Burrow from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
He can't hang on to the pass. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lawrence to throw it. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Still finding room past the 45. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He finds Brown right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Burrow gets it out right quick. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Here's Burrow. Taken in by Noah Fant. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. They're going to pass it here. Dump off caught by his back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down, ball at the 36. They'll try it right with Brown. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's Brown again. And he picks up the first down for the Bengals. And that is the last thing they need to lock away this win. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. And that's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Guys, pick it up. About time, fellas. Turn it up, fellas. Turn it up.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. It's victory formation the rest of the way for the Bengals, who take a knee. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.